Okay, well, I, just had some kind of ad interrupt my video while I was recording, so, I suppose this is going to have to be attempt number 2 at part 3. I cannot wait to get done with this fucking series at this point. It's driving me fucking nuts. So, forgive me, I'm just gonna quickly rush through some of this stuff. Part 3 shouldn't take as long as the other parts. So I'm just going to quickly go through some stuff. This is my Israeli gas mask. I believe it's a civilian model. Not a lot that needs to be said more than that. Yeah. Not sure what year it is. Doesn't matter. As far as I'm concerned. Pretty sure it still works, but I guess I've never really tested it. This is the tarp. Had to open it not too long ago to use it for some stuff, so gotta figure out a way to put it back. But it was in one of my packs as a makeshift shelter. I've got this cross draw holster rig, shoulder rig. Got just a holster here for universal pistol stuff. And some mag pouches. Got a duty belt that goes with it. Some mag pouches, pistol mag pouches. And I've got this bandolier belt, which I'm not sure what kind of round this is meant for. I would guess like, I don't know, 357 or something like that. It almost looks like some of these are different sized, but I have no idea what kind of rounds these are for, honestly. They might, I mean, this is pretty stretchy material, so it might just be like considered universal or something like that, but I mean, I can't imagine trying to fit 12 gauge in most of this stuff. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it would fit fine. I have no idea. Let me know in the comments if you can tell by the size there. I'll give you one more look at it. What kind of round do you think those are for, or meant for? Anywho, moving on. We'll get to that. This is my plate carrier, extra large, Condor XL, EXO, generation 2, I believe. Had a green one before. I don't know if I ever actually did a video on it. I probably didn't. But I sold it, got a black one, because black is more my color. At least when it comes to this nature of stuff. Got some mag pouches here for AK/AR mags. Obviously I would use them for AK mags, because I have an AK and not an AR. And then I've got a fold up rollaway dump pouch, for dumping mags, or really whatever, honestly. It's kind of just a retrieval bag for whatever you need. And then, with all of that stuff out of the way, we get into the nostalgia bag. I say that because I have had this bag for a very long time. It's been in, I think, every video I've done on my gear updates. And it was the one that was in my first video. So anybody who found my channel through that first video, still subscribes to my channel through that first video, has recently found my channel through the first video, then might be a little bit of a fun thing to go through. So we're just going to quickly go through some of this stuff, because again, this is my second time recording, a little bit annoyed. Duct tape, hose tape is what this is called. It looks like electrical tape, but it's not. It's meant for more like tubes and hoses. This is what I call my adhesive pouch. I've got some Velcro with adhesive backing. Got male and female siding on those. They're just stuck together right now. And yes, dear.
Are you filming?
I am.
Okay, sorry. Can I back you?
No. God damn it. I've got mini cable ties. I've got crazy glue, and I've got a mess of fucking surgical taping. Actually, you know what I should do here? I feel like an idiot. Nice. Cool. So that's gonna be nice. Cable tie the surgical tubing together. Gonna do the same thing with this Velcro here. Just a second. Nice. Okay, cool. That's all a lot more neat and put together now. So yeah, there's adhesive pocket. You might be thinking, wow, cable ties aren't really an adhesive. Well, if it puts one thing to another thing, as far as I'm concerned, it's an adhesive. This is what I'm calling my fire and water pack or pocket. Cracking the neck a little. I've got some water purification stuff here. Coleman purification tablets and neutralizing tablets. I've got a little tin here, bacon gumballs, accoutrement 2008. LLC. But it's not bacon gumballs. I found this tin. I've got a Home Depot pencil. I've got some bobby pins all rubber bound together. And I've got a little multi-tool, little Leatherman. Obviously this doesn't really fit with my fire and water theme, so I might move this actually, but this pocket's pretty bare otherwise. I think there's a ferro rod and a striker in one of these other pockets. I should probably just move that stuff. Maybe not, I don't know. Hand warmer should probably go in that pocket actually. Yeah, the hand warmer should definitely go in the pocket. Got a pocket saw on this. You know, I'm not getting into that pocket yet. I'm not sure what I select any of that. I'm not there yet. Alright, so new addition to this pocket. And warmers. They warm your hands. Got a Survival Life Everstrike match. Goofy little gimmicky thing. It's another piece of gimmick gear I have. Yeah, it's nothing special, nothing to write home about. I've got this like pyro putty stuff, which is like some interesting new thing that they're putting out. I don't know how new it is actually. It could be old for all I know. Got some supposedly waterproof matches. I don't know how true that really is. It's not very hard to make waterproof matches. They just need to have some kind of coating on the actual match itself so that they don't get wet and lose their ability to light. I think I've actually cut these down a bit to make more room for them. I'm not sure, but it's just a cheap little case, but it does have a little grommet here, so as long as this is tightly sealed, it'll work. And I think there's a ferro rod actually taped to the bottom there. Well, that's kind of neat. It's like something to strike them against, I guess. Oh, it's not taped, it's glued. Huh. That is strange. Yeah, it's like epoxied in there. So this will actually never really stand straight, which is fine, because you don't necessarily need it to. I fucking love these. Just for the, I don't know, like, hand feel. Can't really beat Zippos as far as just fidget toys, really. I think they were fidget toys before people knew what fidget toys were. I don't have any fuel in this one. I probably never will because Zippos just cannot hold their fucking fuel with shit. That's why I would usually prefer Bic. I love Zippos, don't get me wrong, but I probably just prefer Bic most of the time. Getting into the front pocket, there's a first aid survival, like a lesson plan kind of thing. It's just literally just some learning material, which you never know, could be really valuable for someone who's using this pack and didn't know what it was for or anything like that. This is a pocket saw, and I have actually used, I think this very one before, and it was super nice actually. Pocket saws are one of those things that people scoff at, but it's actually really handy. I've got a Mylar blanket here, and then I've got that's a whetstone. That doesn't fit in there. Oh, there it is. I've been looking everywhere for this. The P38. That is fucking classic right there. A lot of people swear their lives by that shit. Is there anything else in this other pouch here? No, okay. Just making sure. Anyway, getting into this. So yeah, I've got a very cheap little emergency poncho. This looks like it very well might have been made in the fucking, like, I don't know, fucking 60s or 70s. Look at this fucking image here. What the fuck? That person looks like they're wearing it for fucking style, like a fashion statement too. Like, that's not like an emergency poncho. Look at her putting her hand out like that, like, I ain't getting no wet. Oh, fuck. That's goofy. I put a candle in there, like a little tea candle, because I figured, you know, maybe you would want to waterproof this, because it looks like it's just some flimsy plastic. But honestly, I wouldn't put any wax on here. just because I think it would probably ruin the plastic. It would probably melt it. Anywho, there's a glow stick there, pair of nail clippers, and this very, very cheap little fucking dinky dollar store knife. This has no weight to it at all. There is nothing here. This feels like fucking weightless. Which I suppose would be good for some purposes. No idea what exactly, but you know, honestly, come to think about it, oh, that's a button. You press the button to release the blade. That's not safe. Anyhow, dinky dollar store knife. I'm gonna toss that back in there. And then we got this like rudimentary medical pouch, and I've thrown a lot of shit in here. Like I'm just like, does this seem like medical? I'll throw it in here. Are these marked? Anti-diarrheal tablets. They're super handy. Got alcohol prep pads. Jesus Christ. I remember there being a lot of these in here. Yeah, there's a fuck ton of these. Antiseptic wipes. We're just gonna dump this out, actually. Oh boy. Might have been a mistake. This is what I think is like a blood tourniquet. Just a piece of silicone, rubber, whatever you want to call it. Okay, let's get crazy with the cable ties. Let's pull another one of those out there. Maybe we should have folded it a little more. That's alright. That should be fine. Actually, let's take the nail clippers and there we go. Now we're business. We're getting organized now. Here we go. Take these back out. Surgical tubing. And the Velcro here. We'll give that a little cut. Make sure that's nice and yeah. Here we go. Nice. All right. Cable ties. Hell yeah. Actually, let's put the surgical tubing in here. Why not? That makes way more sense, right? Probably put the crazy glue in this pocket. Yep. We're figuring it all out. Alright, back to all this nonsense. We got some medical tape here, it looks like. Whistle, Tylenol extra strength, got a fuck ton of band-aids here. Some more antiseptic, alcohol, prep pad. Oh my goodness. I should keep the cable ties out, actually. Get some of this stuff organized. This is a mess. Sterile alcohol prep pad. What are these ones not sterile then? Oof. I don't know. Sting relief, insect bite, antiseptic, ibuprofen, triple antibiotic ointment, burn cream, more triple bionic, antacid. There. Big Band-Aid. Another big Band-Aid. Sterile gauze pad. Ooh. Surgical blade, huh? I didn't know that was in here. Anywho. Non-aspirin? The fuck does that mean? Oh, it's acetaminophen. Oh, little iPad. Like an eye patch then, huh? Alright. Anywho, yeah, that's pretty much that. Maybe not use the cable ties because a lot of this stuff is just, yeah. I don't think I would really need any of this stuff as like an emergency, so I'm not going to keep any of it like organized. Doesn't need to be organized. A lot of the stuff is minor tear kind of stuff. I think the only things I actually added in here were the anti-diarrheal and the Tylenol extra strength. I think everything else was already in here. Work down, put the nail clippers away. I'm taking out the Whetstone and the P38. I think I want the P38 in some other kit. Or maybe on my day-to-day person, I'm not sure. But the Whetstone actually, let me just show you that. Where is it? Whetstone actually goes with the bayonet. There's actually a little spot here that fits that right there. That's pretty neat. Got this is an empty Altoid stand in here. What the hell am I doing? This is terrible organization. Oof. Got some sport like gripping, medical tape kind of stuff, athletic tape. Some emergency purified drinking water. It's like the plastic is starting to peel away from some of this. It says U.S. Coast Guard number 160.026/65/0. This is apparently been approved to some measure. First 24 hours, do not drink any water, only if injured or sick. Thereafter, use 2 bags per person per day. Avoid conditions which cause sweating or increased thirst. Discard bag if air or water escapes when squeezed, or manufacturing date exceeds 5 years. Oof, what's the manufacturing date? Totally fucking gone. Just totally fucking gone. Ooh, this one says... Ooh, fuck, I can't even... It says expiration date, 7/18. These waters are expired. Does water expire? I don't know, man. That's a tough call to make there. Definitely wouldn't want to pull one of these out and find out it's gone bad. What I got here? I've got six things of drinking water here. Maybe I'll open one of these and try it. Can't be that bad. Alright. Yeah. Let's give it a shot. I'll be right back. Okay. This is gonna be either really bad or really interesting. I guess it could be interesting regardless. Alright. Here we go. I'm gonna cut just enough that I can open it. And I'll put a straw in there. Hopefully, this just tastes like water. Expired by 2 years, so let's find out. It's definitely funky. Oh, yeah, that tastes like pool water. Yikes. Definitely still palatable. Definitely still drinkable. So I don't think the expiration date matters much. I think that's kind of just a precaution on the manufacturer's part. There's a lot of times where that happens. They just put a generic expiration date on items just to make sure that if something happens, they can't be like fucking sued for it, because Humans are fucking stupid. Like, I mean, that could very well make me sick and I could die from that. Wouldn't that just be funny right now, you know, with everything going on? But anywho, moving on. Got some Tiger's Milk bars. My wife really likes these. These are protein-rich flavor, which I'm not sure which one that is. I think it's just generic protein kind of stuff. And then we've got, these are from an MRE. We've got peanut butter spread and cheese spread. I don't believe these have an expiration date, but I mean, they are pretty well sealed, so I would expect these to be good for quite a while. But I've had them for quite a while because I've had this pack since, I don't know, like 2013 or something. Anywho, that is it, I believe. So, thank you for joining me as I sort through all of my fucking gear. I'm sure there's something I missed, but for now, that's it. So the 2020 gear update is complete. I will continue to add more to it, I'm sure. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Going back to the first video on my weapons updates, I'm probably going to be picking up at least one more firearm here, especially as soon as this stimulus check comes in. So I'm wrestling with 12 gauges. I think I'm going to end up going with the Maverick 88, the Mossberg Maverick 88, just because of affordability. It is so cheap. It is sub $200 most times. Probably end up paying more than that for mine, but it's whatever. Still very customizable, which is, I think, the thing I'm most interested in, and also still reliable. I've seen tons and tons of videos online of people saying that they're super reliable. Very few problems, if any. I think the main thing people say is there's a problem with the ejector sometimes. Like the last round might not eject the way it should. But it's neither here nor there. But if any of you have any suggestions or maybe refutations to the Maverick 88 as the next 12 gauge that I get, or the first 12 gauge that I get, because I don't have a shotgun currently, go ahead and let's talk. Let's discuss. I'm very interested to have these kind of conversations. And if you think that there's a type of firearm or a role that I'm missing in my collection, go ahead and let me know. I don't have a wheel gun. I don't have a high-powered rifle yet. If I'm being completely honest, I think for the longest time I thought 7.62 39 was the same size as a 308. Pretty embarrassed to admit that, but you know, I didn't grow up in a gun family. I wasn't trained on any of this stuff. This is all self-taught, and that's another thing to keep in mind here. Any of your criticisms you might have of me or any of this stuff, I am completely self-taught. I have had almost no help. I'm gonna end it there, so I will talk to you later.